I guess we're live.
Oh, cool. Oh, I can see some.
I see some people there.
I will. I think so. Yeah. Hi, Allie.
Hi, Kim. It's so good to be with you. We decided to wear hats. Kim got a haircut, and I need a haircut. So I figured, why not? You know. And
Yeah.
and I'm in my RV,
Oh.
and I finally found something I could use here. Oh, thanks, MK Karen. So I find this is my my green Tara that I love so much.
Oh,
She's like
yeah.
your Mother Mary for me.
Oh, yeah.
And over here is the picture Thayer did for me when she and I were working together.
Oh, I
I don't
can't
know if you
see
could,
that. Oh,
it's
wow.
beautiful, beautiful colors that she did.
Oh,
She's quite the artist. But so she sent me that, and
I know.
I do have you probably can't see it right now, but I have branches. I don't have a tree here because it's too big, so I brought branches. Yeah, so make it cozy.
Uh-huh. Hi, Lynn. Hi, Anita. Hi, Lupita. MK
Oh my
Karen.
goodness,
Tanya.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good to see you
Thanks all for
guys.
being here, gals. Yeah,
Yeah.
we're glad to be here with you. So I'm gonna wait just a few minutes because I'd like to do a prayer, but we've got about 9 or 10 people here. Maybe we'll get a few more. Um, but I want to tell everybody about the World Meditation Day or night or what I can do that while I'm killing a little bit of time.
Perfect.
Um, Joanna from Creating Life Consciously, thank you, Lynn, asked me if I would help her get the word out and we could try to do this world meditation for healing of the planet. And so I sent out email to, I don't know, 25 or 30 of the people that have channels and so on. And we've got a really good response, but it's not going to be this Monday because this Monday is Labor Day. So that makes it really hard. It will be the 13th. And I'm going to have a list of the different channels that will be on. Um, I'm asking everybody, they don't have to do it live on their channel. If they don't want to, they could go on someone else's channel, whatever you want to do. But I wanted to tell the subscribers that they should see different places at different times. So you don't have to be at one place necessarily in order to catch it, hopefully. We'll have some mini lives.
Yes. And can I ask you, so where is that? Is that posted in Tarot Love Community, or where will we find that? Where we go? Where do we go?
Yeah. Renee said that she would do the Tarot Love Community when we get the whole list of people.
Okay.
And we were just asking people at least to do maybe a half an hour or 20 minutes, whatever it is that you want to do on your live channel. And we're going to try to have that running over time so that people can go from one place to another as well. So
Hi, Liz. And I have to say, Allie, on Wednesday mornings, I meet with a really small group and we sit in a meditation. Well, I don't even call it meditation. I call it empowerment. Hi, cat mama. Meow. I call it because what we're doing, we're just getting all of our guides together. I encourage anybody to do this because it's wonderful. You ask all your guides to come, and you ask any angel or deity or whoever you want to
yeah.
come, and we make a huge table in our mind. We've made a huge table, and we invite everybody there, and it's really delicious. I mean, it's wonderful. It's very luscious, and then magic, really. Hi, hi, false teeth, real tarot.
And Gwen, Julie.
And
Yeah, hi,
Julie, yeah, and Gwen,
yeah,
hi.
Mama. Yeah.
Good to see you guys.
Yeah. So you could even do that particular meditation on your channel live when you do it. Everybody's going to maybe do something different, but the whole idea is to just get as much empowerment we can get and uplift the planet. So
yes,
awesome.
yeah. Thank you for the hat compliment. I made my hat.
It's beautiful. I love the color.
I actually used this when I was doing I wore it when I was doing a demonstration, for, I forget what it was about. But anyway, this is a year or so ago, and I was downtown and, doing a demonstration, signs and everything, for the Democrats kind of. And I was wearing this hat. It's not the other kind of pink cat, but people said, well, where can you, are you selling those? How much you want for that?
I bet they are. I bet you could make some money on doing, but like you
Well,
had all the time in the world, you know. But
yeah.
yeah. So I said to Kim this morning that this was for her, but it's for all of you in the chat. Darling, you all are fabulous. You guys
Thank
are
you.
fabulous. That's right. Don't you forget it either. We need to empower ourselves and continue to empower ourselves, particularly
Yeah.
since the Supreme Court decided to uphold, well, at least not block the Texas law on abortion. 5 out of 9 of the judges. I don't know. Anyway, I'm not an advocate for abortion. I don't want anybody to, I mean, I just believe people have a choice. They should have their own choice. And I hate to see that happens. Yeah.
I share spirit. I know. It's unbelievable. I was in another group this morning, just a little tiny group I meet on Friday mornings. I have these little groups I go to.
That's
It's
good.
nice to have support. And I think, in this community, I want to remind everybody, connect with each other, get together in 4 or 5 people, right? And have your meditation time or whatever. But anyway, this morning, and so one of the gentlemen in the group was talking about how he just feels like this goddess energy is coming up. Hi, Sharon. Great to see you, dear. Oh, okay. Driving. Yeah, that's what I do a lot on Saturday and Sunday. I drive a lot and listen. But yeah, the goddess energy, well, we know it. And he was seeing it as huge goddess energy. So I thought that was really nice. And he's quite in tune, by the way.
That's wonderful, Cher Kim. Thank you. So I'd like to just I asked everybody, I'm going to have Kim do a prayer after one that I'm going to offer, or a meditation, whatever spirit tells her. I'm asking, and Lynn Janeski is asking for, Lynn asked for her friend Sue and her son Justin, not Lynn's son, but Sue's son. They have COVID, or they're dealing with the remnants of COVID. Anybody in harm's way in the recent Hurricane Ida, and to include Louisiana, New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania. I put up here also the prayers for the 5 out of 9 Supreme Court justices that are kind of whacked.
Oh, good idea.
I'm also going to say that I would like to send more energy and love to my friend Lori P., who wasn't able to come out and visit me, and is still dealing with lots of different issues. And I want to also shout out to Johanna for doing Reiki on her and offering to do that. So thank you all, community. It gives me goosebumps, the things you do for us, as much as more than anything I've ever seen in my life, really.
It is
Also,
amazing.
it is. Also, prayers for MK Karen's brother Tommy for full recovery, for her husband Mark, who's looking for new employment, protection for our children due to Delta, and anybody without electricity or basically any services because of Ida.
Lupita needs prayers. And
Okay.
also Rosa Barnes. She was also affected by Ida.
Okay. Okay.
And this was a few days ago, and she said she was out of gas.
Mm-hmm.
And gas stations were empty.
Okay, Liz, we'll send you some. We'll send some to Lupita.
Rosa. Okay, I'm writing the names down. Yeah.
That's fine. That's fine.
Sister Jane.
Sister Jane. Kidney transplant. Okay.
Well,
okay. Sherry's dad passed yesterday. Oh dear. We'll have to pray for his soul as well. Hello, Kathleen. Hi, G Kim. Don't you like the hats? Just decided to be kind of crazy today, which is always fun.
Oh.
All right. And also, hello, Joanna. I already mentioned, Johanna, about your brainchild of having a world meditation. No, I know you're not into ego, but I'm just passing along that I appreciate what you are doing for this community as well. Jelly Belly, hi to you.
Hi, Jelly Belly. I love that name, Jelly Belly.
I know, Jelly Belly. Yeah, that's pretty funny. Actually, I have one, so I understand. Okay, so I am going to, if anybody else, I'm going to say that if anybody else has anyone they need prayer for in the chat, just write it down. If we, if it's on there, then we are praying for that person or that thing. I want to start with the prayer of one, and you can find it on Google under the prayer of one. It's my favorite prayer. It's not long. And then I'm going to turn this over. Hi, Vivian.
Hi,
Flowing.
Hi, Vivian.
Um,
Hi,
um,
Flowing.
so here's the, you can find this on Google if you want, the law of we are all one. It starts out, we are all one. We are all one. When one is harmed, all are harmed. When one is helped, all are helped. Therefore, in the name of who I am, and I am one with all, I ask that only that for which is the highest good of all concerned happen here now and through all time and all space. I give thanks that this is done, and so it is.
And so it is. Beautiful. I love that. Um, I heard something yesterday. I was watching a video. Oh my gosh. I don't actually watch that many videos, but Alex Collier, back in 1994, and he's kind of an ET expert, by the way, recommended, Allie, I sent you the link, by the way. And he said something I thought was very powerful. Withholding love is the greatest pain that we endure. By withholding love, we give ourselves pain. So I thought that was pretty, yeah, let it flow. And, I want to just also mention that, as everybody is becoming more awakened, all of us, and we want to be so open and everything. Just know that your guides, when your guides come in, they come in gently and usually very quietly. So make sure that what you just notice what you're listening to, what you're feeling, they would only come in very positive, the highest, okay? Never anything else. And they would never, ever scare you or shock you or talk to you when you're not supposed to be talked to or anything like that. So I just want everybody to know that. It's just for their own discernment and things. Yeah, thank you. And we'll just come together here as we come together in this sacred space, creating golden light around each of us. And we're inviting our angels and our guides and our teachers and the masters, all from the highest light of the highest concern, to draw near all of us as we sit together in this beautiful golden space of love, hope, and healing. And so it is. Amen.
Beautiful.
Okay, my dear.
I feel like gold is all around me now. I'm thrilled.
Yeah, gold is a good one, right?
It is a good one.
Yeah. It's a nice shield.
It is a nice shield. And we do need shields. So we have to protect ourselves. Absolutely. So I've got my list of questions here. We're going to do the questions. If we have any time at the very, very end and you want to know maybe what your colors are, if we have time, you can ask
I did one
him.
yesterday. Look at that one I did yesterday.
Oh, look at that one. Wow. Very
I know.
nice.
Yeah.
I know. Love it. All right. So we're going to start with Tanya Longest because she is far away from us here in the United States and she might want to go to bed. So welcome, JD. So Tanya, does her brother Rodney Martin Sr. have any messages for her or Mother Carolyn? He passed 1 year ago this month.
Okay, well, actually, right away, I'm not, all I know is I'm getting chills. That's the very first thing I'm getting when you ask that question. They're actually both here. I know the mother and the brother are here. Okay, and I see him, okay, just the feeling I get with him. He's a very, I think, high integrity, a good personality. I feel, color class, yeah, September. So Monday. Okay, but I see him as actually being pretty good looking. He looks like he's dressed. You know what? When somebody has a time of death, and it's their anniversary, they might come in dressed up a little bit more because oftentimes when they cross over, there it's a big party and everybody gets dressed up. So I'm noticing that he looks dressed up to me today. I mean, it's not a tuxedo, but I feel like a suit. So he's coming in as in a formal thing. He says I don't know. I actually feel like he had an illness. He feels amazingly. He's very happy with his mom. I feel like he's also helping they're like together and he's helping her. I sort of feel like,
I'm not sure if her mom is there or here because it says any messages for her or her mom.
Oh,
So
okay.
yeah.
They're together. I feel like the mom and he are together, whether they're here
Okay.
or
Yep. I understand.
different sides
By
of the
yourself.
deal. He's helping her, is what I see, how I see it.
Wow.
I feel like he's telling me I see ducks in a row. Oh, he was going to church. I see ducks in a row, like he had everything planned or ready kind of thing. And he was going to church. Whoa.
Wow. Yeah. So
No
maybe that's
wonder
why
the
he was all
ducks in a
dressed
row.
up. Yeah.
And the ducks in a row. Okay. And that
Yeah.
makes sense about the being dressed up as well. But
Uh-huh.
he's doing wonderful. I feel like he's got a big smile. Yeah, mother's living. Okay. He's got a big smile. So your mom might need help from him. Because I felt like it was interesting because normally when somebody passes it before them, they're going to be the ones helping the new one. But I saw him helping her. Okay, so that's good. And he's so happy that you remembered and that this is the month and I know there's also something else that you're doing. I don't know if it's a candle or something like that of remembrance for him. So thank you for doing that. Oh, they were going together. Oh my goodness. Wow.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. No wonder why there's that tie. I mean, even more than just mother and son. If she was there with him, wow. Okay.
That's why he's helping her so much. Okay, thank you, Tanya. Thank you. We'll just send you love from him.
Yeah.
He seems like a wonderful man.
I got here that he's been expecting to hear from you. Look at him. He's got his angel wings and he is looking out for you and mom. Look at that beautiful picture. But the expectation that you were having that you would hear from him, and he had expectation that you were going to be able to connect. So thank you.
Yeah, I just feel that that picture is love, all about love.
It is love.
And that's
Very
how he
much so.
feels. He feels like love.
Yep. Sherry, I see you here. Did Dad pass? That's what we heard this morning, and if so, we sent lots of prayer for him. And of course, we always send for you, but let us know, honey, if we can do anything for you. All right. Thanks, Tanya. All right. The next one is
Sherry.
Jane Lammeyer. Lammeyer, I don't know how to say it right. I'm sorry. Has my brother's daughter, Karen, who passed in the mid-1980s tragic car accident and much abused by stepfather and low-energy boyfriend, reincarnated.
Oh. I actually feel no. I get a no on that. But the thing is, of course, Karen's always going to be, people get a little confused. Her soul can have many lifetimes at the same time. Her big oversoul. And so her Karen part, her spirit of Karen is always going to be there. And I feel like she's very much attached to the family. I feel like she's very much like that. As far as no, Karen's always going to be there. There may be a part of her that has gone on. You see what I mean?
Okay. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Wow.
But I got a big no.
Okay. I get psychic integration. When you go through all that trauma that she went through, in a car accident and abuse and low energy person and everything, it takes time for us to integrate and feel more comfortable with coming back, perhaps. But I agree with Kim. Part of her may have reincarnated, but then she got that specific part of her probably has not. So, We send her love and light so that she can get all she needs to heal and be able to reincarnate if that's what her soul chooses.
Yeah. I get a chills when you just said that, Allie.
Yeah.
She's here.
Yeah, I feel like she's here too. She's like, I know my Aunt Jane is going to be here. Yeah.
You know,
So
I see her
love from
driving in
the
a
other side.
car. I see her in
Yeah.
a car and she looks really happy, like, okay, like, hey, I conquered that. I can
Wow.
still be in a car and not in a car wreck.
Right.
That's what she's
Right.
showing me. She's in a car. I see a blue car.
Sometimes I feel like if things are that bad for us, we find a way out, and that maybe we have more than one exit strategy, I guess is the best way to say it,
Yeah.
depending on what's going on, depending on who needs us, or you know, it almost just works like that. All right, the next one is from Victoria Cleary. I'm 69 and I'm wondering if I have any psychic gifts I can develop to help others. Do my guides have a message? I've never been in contact with them to my knowledge.
Okay. Well, first of all, we know that they've been in contact with her. Okay, so let's just see here. And that's okay, that's okay, Victoria. Just know they're there, no matter whether you know they're there or not, they're there. Okay. And the more you talk to them, the closer they get. And that's okay. You may never hear them or you may never see them. That's okay. That doesn't mean they're not there. You have like three guides. I feel for sure there's three, and I see they're very colorful too. I see a blue, I see a green, like a yellow, like that kind of a color. Um, and her gifts. All right. I don't know if you like to sing or something like that or speak, but it feels like you would have a really good way of expressing yourself. But I actually feel like it could be musical, but your voice, you're very good with voice and communication. So I think that would be a way for you as a spiritual tool that you actually can probably even hear and just, but you may not know you're hearing or know you're getting it from spirit, but just know it's coming out whenever you speak. That's what it feels like. You have a really wonderful way of speaking. So I hope that makes sense to you. Hello, nasty women, Tarot.
So Sherry is saying that nobody has passed in her family, not for
Oh,
a while. So it might be another Sherry. So anyway,
oh,
we send lots of love to whatever Sherry that needs it. But thanks, Sherry. And we sent lots of love to you today too, so you should feel it. All right. So Victoria, I got the card of perception.
mm,
And look around and see all of the things around this person. Beautiful flowers, the third eye, if you can see it in the middle. So whether you can perceive that their guides are there, like Kim said, they are there. If you want to do work so that you can maybe come out and talk to them or have, feel like you're more connected, there's lots of different um, what do you call it, teachings that many of us do here, and they're very helpful. So
and Liz is asking about, yeah, if we have time, we might get to questions because we did last time. We got to
yeah,
questions here.
yeah. I hope that helps you, Victoria. Like
Thank you.
Kim said, you have guides around you. Yeah.
And I beautiful colors. And also, by the way, that picture showed a lot around her ears. I just think it comes
Oh,
out this way.
okay. So maybe she's Claire audient. Is that
Yeah.
what you're saying
And
she is?
knowing, I
Okay.
think clear knowing as well.
Yeah.
More
Okay.
clear, maybe
Yeah,
more
that's
clear
me.
knowing.
Yeah, that's me. But I also use music. When songs come on, I remember they bring me to what I was doing, and they give me messages. So if that's what she's got as a gift, then she can also try that one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, next one's from Linda Thompson. She says she's 75 years old. Would my spirit guide, what would they like to tell me? I believe Mother Mary might be one of my guides. So
Oh,
there you
hi,
go.
Linda.
That's
Hi, Linda. Let's see, dear. I actually do feel that's right. I think you might even like candles for her. I see candles around when you do your meditation or something like that, Linda. You have a lot of that kind of energy, Mary. I also feel Jesus. There's that kind of energy around you. What was the question? I'm sorry.
Sorry, I have the mic off. What would her spirit guides like to tell her?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. The very, very first thing that's coming through to me is how precious you are, and that maybe you don't appreciate that much about yourself. You know what I mean? You may not understand how precious you are in their eyes. If you could see yourself from them, from their eyes, and you would understand what a wonderful, beautiful energy and powerful spirit that you are. And I want to remind us that we are these, most of us, I think it's mostly women here, the goddess energy here that we're bringing up. So I really think it's about just acknowledging your power. That would be their advice. Thank you.
I got a card of swift action, Linda. So I think you might be called to some swift action if that's possible. But your guides are always also swiftly acting on your behalf. That's what I believe. So thank you.
Oh, yeah. And people are tell me their age, but age doesn't have much to do with it. It's interesting, but it doesn't hold us back.
Well, no, but there's a perception, I think, that once you reach a certain age, you haven't had any kind of interaction with any spiritual person or whatever. But we all awaken at different ages, and like you said, there is no age, really. Our souls are eternal, but it's never too late. I would say it's even on your deathbed, it's not too late. That's the way I feel, and I think that you've seen that, haven't you, Kim, with some of your hospice patients?
Every time. Because what happens as we get closer, as our spirit gets bigger and our body gets smaller, and our spirit awakens more. So yes, absolutely, every time.
Yeah.
It's just a progression. And also the idea that you're even here is that's all.
That's an indication.
That's it. Yeah.
There's a lot of people that would not be seeking others of like mind or even of interest to do that. So, okay. So the next one is a question from Teddy Lauren. And I really like this question because it's not just for Teddy, I don't think. I think we all can ask this question and we need some guidance on it. And I know you have some, Kim. How can I best serve my friends and family, my community? I have no idea what to do.
Okay, let me see here. It's amazing that he's asking about serving community. To me, it's an open heart. That's the biggest thing, is having the open heart for the community. And whatever way that it shows up for you, whether somebody comes knocking on your door or whether you're out in the community, that we all need a smile, a lift up, congratulations, encouragement. I think that's the biggest thing that we can do. And, of course, it's about love. I mean, that's the best thing we can do is love each other. Again, holding back love is one of the biggest pains. Can cause self-pain, withholding love.
That's a very powerful message. Teddy, I believe is a woman. It's Teddi, but it doesn't matter because we have both male and female energy in us. This is kind of an odd card, but it makes sense to me. It's called preservation. And the reason it's odd, I guess, is because a lot of people might be scared of it. It looks like somebody, a skeleton, dead. But look at the world. Look at the world. The world and above the world, the flowers that are there. And little things coming out. I think we all need to simply begin and also to know that preserving that which we have is so precious, including our families, including our earth, including, anything that allows us to be close to spirit. And I really think, Teddy, that you don't have to do anything. You can hold space for the planet. You can hold space for your friends and community. I just think that that's probably for everybody to hear. We become frustrated because we feel like, what difference do I make? But you make a big difference. If you listen to that prayer, we are all one. When one is harmed, all are harmed. When one is helped, all are helped. Remember that. Thank you, honey. All right, Kim, question from Heather Cowley. Are there any messages from my husband, Dave, who'd passed just a month ago? I am so sorry for your loss.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Heather, for asking that question. And yes, I'm sorry too. I know that's going to be, whoa, big, still big time in grief, I'm sure. Okay, he feels, and I see him in a suit as well right now. Interesting. But he feels like he's still so close to you. This is how I'm like, almost like you can't separate from him. Like his body is leaning up and his arm around you, and very loving and gentle and smooth. That's how I'm feeling with him right now. I feel like you guys have been married a while. He's just, his energy, just basically, he's just sending you. Oh, I'm also seeing a rose. It's just a one stem red rose, like about deep love. And it's a beautiful stem that has, I don't see thorns on it, which is a signal, right? A symbol of their relationship. Yeah, just love. Really, he's doing great. He's just really with you. I hope that helps you. Thank you.
He wants you to reclaim your power, Heather. He knows that this is very soon that you just lost him, but he's holding on that you reclaim your power and realize he's going to always be there with you. You're just not going to see him, but he's always there. So take your power back when you can, when you've healed, and he will be helping you all along the way. So, Chris Martin just joined. Chris is not doing very well today, and I just think we need to send her some love. She's having a tough day today. We understand those days. Chris, we love you, and we send you lots of love and healing.
I wonder, can we just spend like even 20 seconds, everybody sending Chris love and healing? And Chris, let us know if you feel this. We're sending it to Chris Martin. Thank you.
Chris, you don't have to respond. We just know that we're all here for you, and we know those tough days, and we're just glad you're listening. So it's okay. No pressure. The next question is from Sunshine 5613. Their dog, Oaxaca, needs to have surgery for a large fatty tumor removed. She's smaller than 10 pounds and older, 18 years old. How will she do? Can I just say something first? They don't need to be removed. My dog lived with them for years. They're not very pleasant looking, but as long as you know they're not cancerous, there's nothing. It's just like storage of fat. But that's just my take on it. I didn't do it for my dogs. They didn't die from that.
I could agree with you actually, because I felt like it wasn't that great of an idea. Like the trauma would be worse than the benefit. It might actually shorten your dog's life, is what I think it might. Okay, there's no way to know that for sure, but maybe.
And we're not veterinarians and so on, but I do know that my husband has seen it on many of his dogs, and he told me, "Oh, that's not, they did a test on it to make sure it wasn't cancer. I think that's recommended. But why put a dog through all that stress if it doesn't really need to be done?" And it is proven. Yeah, 18. I can't believe your dog is 18. Oh my God. That's
yeah,
wonderful.
I just think it would be so much stress.
Yeah, so much. All right. The next one is for our dear Lorraine A. I want to, while you're doing this, Kim, I'm going to throw some wrenches because I don't see anybody in here that's a moderator, and I want to give you guys some moder. While you're doing that, I'm going to do that. Okay. Thank you.
What's the question, Allie?
That might help, huh? I would love to help those around me. What are my gifts or my strongest? Claire.
All right. For Lorraine, A. Oh, you've got a wonderful energy, Lorraine. I just feel your enthusiasm to help is really strong. That's what's coming out. I'm getting this bubbly kind of like excitement to want to help. I feel it comes from the heart. So that it's like you could be the mother of the whole neighborhood, kind of like that. You know what I mean? You're like that kind of a person to love that people would come to. Your strongest clair is clairsentient, is from the feeling, and I think it's from the heart, the solar plexus. But I also am getting a lot of energy around your throat. Well, in our throat, that's where we hear, do a lot of hearing. You've got, okay, the biggest one is the feeling. You have secondary clairs of hearing and seeing. That's how it feels like to me. And your kindness and your generosity is what I see is how you help people because it comes from your heart. That's why it's so powerful. Okay. Okay, and she's not ready yet. Okay, guys, so let's just keep going. Okay, thank you. Lots of wrenches, Allie. I don't even know how to do that. So, okay, so we're talking more about.
Okay, I'm back.
Oh, good.
All right. So I did send some, but I don't want to disrupt what's going on. So I'll try to do some today, and if you come back another time, I'll add you if you ask me. Just send me a note. Let me know if you want. All right. This is from Patty Palmer, and I reached out to Patty Palmer this week because she's going through a really hard time. So I would really love it if people would send her as much light as possible for herself and her family. She wonders if her granddaughter that passed, that died, came back as her granddaughter she's fighting for now. So reincarnated.
All
That's what
right.
she's asking.
My initial impression is no on that, but I mean, let's tune into that a little more. The granddaughter. No, I'm still getting a no. So, Patty, what I'm seeing with the granddaughter is that she's still really close to you. You know what I mean? I feel like she's in spirit close to you, and I don't think it's the other one. Not that, I mean, there may be a message or there may be a congruent theme with this, but that doesn't mean it's the same soul. And I don't know, is there something about animals? There's one of these, I wonder if your granddaughter had a love for animals, and I'm actually thinking if there is something like that, that she would have sent you more of an animal as a comforter, or somebody, an animal that you know in the family that is a comforting for you. That's what I feel like the granddaughter's sending rather than her again. Yeah, thank you.
I got stability here. I don't know if that really answers your question or not, Patty, but what I see is that the granddaughter that you're fighting for is desperate for stability. And I think you are a champion for that cause. But I agree with Kim. I don't feel like it was a reincarnation. I held out that when my son was born, I thought he was the reincarnation of my uncle who died as a child that no one ever knew. And my mother would say to me, "Don't. He's his own guy." She didn't get it. She didn't get it. But just because my son was kind of angelic in some ways, and so was my uncle apparently when he died at 9 years old. So it was just an interesting. We tend to think that way sometimes. Yeah.
Yeah, but actually, I can see that there might be a thing with them, Allie. Your uncle. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. And let's all send love and light to Patty too.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And thanks for that, Kim. I think maybe I knew that because I was intuitive then and I just knew it. Yeah.
I think so. I feel like that's a yes for you.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
That's okay. That's okay. He's living the life he didn't get to live when he was born the first time. And the reason that my father was even born was because that boy died. My grandparents were not intending to have it, and my grandmother was 42 in 1917 when she had him. He was a miracle baby. Yeah, he really was. But anyway, okay, Anita Fonte. She had an experience where she felt a small child's hands behind her, touching her temple, and saw an eye open up. Did we do this last week with the lion, or maybe I did it with Susan? I see a white lion's head on a white headboard. She thought it was her third eye. Why did she feel the child's hands? What are the meaning of the white lion? That's basically what she wants to know.
Thank you. Well, because there are white lions in Africa, and it is a special. They're like gods. They're considered gods, by the way, in Africa. So let's just see about this this child, the child's hands. I feel like it's about love, though. I feel like this is in a loving thing. The child hands are coming over in a loving way. And why it's a child, I don't know if you know a child or whose child it is. I don't know, but it does feel loving, and it's a gentle. So it's not, in other words, the child is coming in as a gentle, because if it was a big person, that might be not gentle. And the lion, I feel like there's shamanic energy with her, with Anita. If there's some shamanic energy, that would resonate. And of course, the lion is about courage too. The God, the courage. We are, our own gods. We're awakening. I think that's what it's about. What do you think, Allie?
I got the word stretch, and I'm. You know what I'm thinking of? I'm thinking of the elephant coming out of the third eye during and so maybe I don't know. I feel like her third eye is stretching open and giving her messages, and she'll get more and more because she's working with that. And so look at that beautiful energy. She almost looks childlike in a lot of ways, but a child's gentle energy touching your temples is a beautiful thing. It really is. It's almost angelic. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. And I also remind you that a lion could be her power animal. Yeah. Okay. Bye, Sherry.
Look into I guess it's shaman cards, or look what a white lion means, and specifically, and you can adapt to that. If that's one of your power animals, you should know about it. Okay, the next one is for KR. What is the best way for me to assist humanity and those around me? Do I have any gifts? See, this keeps coming up, and I think it's lots of people feeling this way.
Yeah, amazing. And it's funny, almost everybody I'm seeing here today, I feel like it's all about speaking, and it must be about speaking the truth, because that keeps coming. I keep feeling our voices are important. Every single person that has asked this, the voice is important. Speaking and standing in her power. I feel like she needs to really stand in her power. I feel like this more than almost the other ones too. And knowing what she says is true. That's what it's about. Knowing how she feels and what she says is true, to trust her own intuition. Yeah, to trust.
Look for the messages. Look for the messages. They're there. They're there all the time. They come in songs. They come in signs that you see on the road. They come in opening a book to a page and reading what you see. I really think we don't look at symbols and signs as much as we should, because they're there for us. The other day, I was going through a tough time. I was driving in my car, and I looked, and exactly 11:11 showed up on my clock. And what's better than that? Maybe 2:22 or 3:33. But anyway, look, time. Wow. I did not read this before I said that. But anyway, yes, the best way is to give your time to read the signs. Look there's a child here. It's your inner child. We've got animals. We've got the goddess, all those symbols. And look at the top, the bird there, or the owl. I'm sorry, it's an owl. Give it time and give it your time.
I think it's time. It's time for her to know is her truth.
Yep, I agree. All right, this one is for Hurricane 4C1. It's been a few rough years for everybody. My husband died in June of cancer, and I can't get out of several years' funk. Even before he was sick, no motivation, no desire. I wonder if it's physical, mental, or spiritual. Do I need a doctor, a psychologist, or a shaman? Maybe a combination of all, Hurricane. But we're not doctors, but we'll give you some of our thoughts.
Yeah, that's a big question in 1 minute. Oh, that's probably more than I can try to do, but let's just see, Hurricane. Well, since I'm kind of big into the energy medicine, but I feel like your energies are scrambled. So that's why you're not healing. And scrambling means, okay, when we're scrambled, we can't even think straight. We can't win an argument. You can't heal. So there's a couple things. One, and they're also not crossed over. So when your energies aren't crossed, you can't heal and you just are tired. Okay, so for instance, I'll just tell you how there's a couple easy things to do. I'll just give you a little energy medicine thing to do, okay? It's crossover. I'm going to show you. And you'll see I'm wearing some, I don't know if you can see. Look, I really match, Allie. But okay, just cross over. And if you can't stand up, you can cross this way, or you can do this. Crossing over will help your energies, but you're going to do it a long time. If you aren't crossed over, go the same side first to catch your energy, catching it, or like this. You see, you do this a few times, you're catching the energy, sorry, and then you cross over. But you're going to have to do it every day. There's that. And another thing to do is, you know how have you seen this? And you do that? Yeah. And then you do your ankles at the same time. You're crossing over. That's another thing you can do, and breathe about 5 times. And then that will help uncross. But that's what first thing I very much feel is that your energies, you can't heal if they're crossed over. Okay, that's just a starting point. Okay, thank you.
That's fabulous. I like that. I want to do that too. I think we're all out of balance, honestly. If we don't consciously think about it, we don't bring ourselves back into balance. And so we need to get the chakras aligned. We need to remember to, you lost your husband. There's a lot of energy in the house from your husband and the suffering that he did and the family or you, who was ever in that house. And we've had a really crappy United States, COVID, all kinds of stuff. So if you cannot smudge for some reason, or then you could get a smudge candle, or you could do like a heavy, mineral salt bath, something, and open up all your windows, let in the air, let the breeze come through. And that's about the best I can say to get you started. And then hopefully you'll see whether it is depression, which is just merely pushing down all those feelings, or if it's something medical. And if it is something medical, you're going to feel that. So you need to go check on that. Absolutely. Take care of yourself in balance.
Yep. And also, thank you for the
Tribe loves you.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. Tribe loves you.
Another way you can smudge or clear is figure 8ing your room.
That's right.
You don't have, and you can do it even with a crystal wand or just your fingers. All the corners everywhere. That's a good way to do it. And there's smudge sprays. Yes. So there's a lot of ways to clear energy. But
I got this on.
Go ahead now.
I got this on Amazon. I mean, you can get it. It's I'm sorry. I'm screwing it all up here. It's lavender. I always get screwed up on here. Lavender and white sage, and it is a infused smudge spray. I don't want anybody to use herbs or anything if they have a problem with that. But yeah, you're right, Kim. Absolutely. Okay, time for a few questions from the chat. Lupita asked if we might have a message for her husband because his mom is in hospice for terminal cancer, and that's a definite Kim question.
Mm-hmm. So I want to make sure. So the message so he must still be alive, and the mom is still alive. Okay. She's ready. The mom is ready. I feel like she's ready. She might be pretending like she's not exactly ready, but I think she's wanting this to be over. That's the feeling I get. And she's got a lot of beautiful blue, silvery angels I see around her. She's ready. She's still a little confused. She's still a little not sure. She wants to please. I feel like she's also wanting to please people. But yeah, I think she's so ready. So thank you. Hi, Susan Lynn.
So take the pressure off. Is what Kim said too. Take the pressure off. If we hold people down and say, "Oh, don't go, don't go, don't go," they feel that that they need to stay longer. I believe that this message is one of clarity. And look at that beautiful energy there. Thank you so much. We wish him, his mom and himself, a lot of love and healing. All right. Hi, Susan. I'm glad to see you here. All right. This is for Isadora Clark. I think this is fascinating.
My guides speak to me in light language. I love this. I've just heard about light language a few months ago. How can I understand them? It's a feeling. Go with the feeling, how it feels that they're speaking to you. And make sure it feels make sure it does feel light and love, right? When you're listening. And just accept that they're present, that they are present when they're doing this. It sounds wonderful. It sounds like it's a beautiful healing time when they're coming in. And to best understand them, just go with the feeling and the knowing, okay? And don't question. Do not question what you feel and know.
Formation. Formation is the card I got. So you just need to I don't want to say you just need to have formation, but in other words, you need to formalize a way of learning. Ask them to talk to you in your language. But also, Kim is absolutely right. If they don't, your knowing may tell. You just have to trust yourself that you're. Look at the bird there, or the owl again. I'm sorry, the owl is there. The owl is the wise one, and they are counting on you to understand them because you are elevated enough to be able to do so. That's kind of what I'm feeling. So.
Yeah, and most of the guys talking more of a telepathic messages, right? They talk telepathically. Even if you have a Native American guide who maybe speaks Sioux, and that's all they knew when they were on Earth, they can still speak English because it's all telepathic. So don't let them trick you and say, "Oh, I only speak Sioux." Okay.
Here we go. I always forget about that microphone. Okay. We have Lisa. I don't know how to say your name and I'm not going to massacre it, but Lisa R. Any messages from her husband or her parents?
Okay, so I get from the husband that he is noticing what you're doing in the kitchen. And he's actually, I feel like you're a good cook. I hope this resonates with you, Lisa. And I love that color blue because I feel like that's your color, by the way. He's noticing what you're doing. He loves how you work in the kitchen, whether it's what you're cooking or how you do it. He's around you when you're doing this and appreciates this time also when you were alive, when you had that time together. And the parents. I feel so much love for the parents. I feel like they're still together. The parents are still together in my mind, and they're just sending her so much love and support. They're on a little different journeys. The husband and the parents are a little different, but that's okay. But of course, they connect.
So before I get an answer here, but I just want to say it's because Susan's here. Last night I was on the chat watching the show, and I pulled up all of these little icons, and I put a bunch of icons like people put in here on the thing, but it comes up instead of the icons. It came all up in code, and it looked like I was nuts. I am nuts, but it wasn't meant to be there. So that was what was going on, Susan Lynn. Anyway, I see here space being held for you by your husband and your mom and dad. They love you so very much. Look at how beautiful you are. And the oranges, Kim can tell you more about the oranges, but they love you. And look at that. You're surrounded by these beautiful, feathery, golden things. Mm.
Yeah, thank you.
All right.
Okay.
All right, we have about 5 minutes left. If anybody wants to ask for color reading, because Kim can do that pretty fast, I guess. Oh, I see. Wait a minute. Liz has a question. All right. I'm sorry for your loss, Lynn.
1 year was last week from stepmom. Okay, she's the very first thing that comes in, and I feel like she's a strong woman. She comes in strongly as a very proud, and she stands by whatever you are doing in life. She's very supportive. I don't know that she doesn't actually feel like she was that supportive when she was here, but she feels supportive now. That's how I feel like there might have been a little bit of this. So, and whatever you're learning now, she's very much together. I feel like she's actually maybe even like a family guide now. Okay, thank you. What do you get, Allie?
I get receptivity. She's there, and she loves that you're receptive to her as another mother. Look at the colors. It's beautiful. And she said you're receptive to listening to me when I send messages to you and your mother. And anyway, I think that's a beautiful card. All right.
I saw Joyce was wanting colors. I see a lot of pink and rose pink around Joyce, which is a little bit of a darker than the light pink of rose pink. I also feel a lot of community with this. When I see this rose pink, it's reminding me of community and her outreach to community, that she's such a loving, I feel like it's going both ways for her. But it's a beautiful, that's her primary thing. I'm also getting green too, more green on top and the rose pink down here. She's also very intuitive and a healer. Okay, I'll just go with that. Thank you.
I'm going to let you go ahead because we've got a few here, and I want you to be able to answer for them. Gwen's son passed in March. Is he okay?
First thing is, of course, Mom. I hear this. Yes, Mom, of course. And don't worry so much. Like she's worried if he's okay, and he's absolutely okay. And I also feel like he's trying to talk to her all the time. I feel like on the right shoulder, like he's just trying. I'm here. I'm okay. I'm okay. Okay. Don't worry. Don't worry. I'm fine. I'm great. I'm doing a lot too. I'm doing so much, and I feel like he's got community there. A lot of community, a lot of interaction and support there. So, thank you.
Debsy?
Okay, Debsy. Brother Ron. Okay, for Brother Ron, I kind of get a little bit of a sorry, like maybe it's that I feel like the last 5 years, I'm feeling of the last 5 years maybe was a little disjointed or something. Maybe they didn't see each other as much, something like that. So there's a sorry about that, and to know that family is always most important. I feel like this family is always most important, Deb. He's with you, okay? So he's sorry for whatever it was that, I think it's about time not being together.
I get shift, Deb. There's been a shift in lots of things since he's been over there. I think in my mind's eye, he's saying, "Wow, this is really a cool place," and this stuff is. I never expected this stuff.
Yeah. I can get that
Okay,
too.
Lynn Janeski wants some colors, please.
Okay. Okay, Lynn. Wow. Okay, so you have beautiful orange and pink. Orange and pink is like blended orange and pink, okay? But also you've got a blue, I feel like it's a blue life color, like a caring, such a caring, like a caregiver type of energy. But your auric field is the blue, I'm sorry, it's the orange and pink. And so it's reminding me of new things, new ideas, new adventures. And I'm also getting this pink for love that you give love so much.
She does.
Yeah, that's what I feel. It's really, really, it's just part of you.
It is.
Thank you, Lynn.
Lynn is always, to me, she's always pink and sparkly, like she's got glitter on her. All right. Thank you for your donation, Maria.
Thank you. Yeah.
Sorry to hear your dad passed from COVID.
Any messages? Okay, Maria's dad. Maria's dad. Okay. He says he was, he has a sorry thing also, but he says he's actually keep being a little responsible. He's saying, I could have been more careful or something about the COVID, or I don't know if it's about his health, but something he feels a little bit responsible for getting COVID. So I think that's what he's wanting to say first. But he's fine. He also said, even though he feels a little responsible, he also feels like it was his time anyway, for whatever reason. Yeah.
I feel like there's a lot of people who came to the planet to be here. To be here for this time. And some of them are choosing to leave because either things weren't going the way they should, or they felt like their mission was done. I know that sounds really trite, and it's not meant to be trite. Death is very feared by so many people, and yet we know from our people who have had experiences near death that it's a beautiful experience. Usually. I hear here that David has new insight on from the other side. And look at he's got an eagle. They're the ones that are always up at the top of the trees looking out, and of course you know that they're strong and powerful talons and so on.
Also, that reminds me that birds might be a messenger for him to her.
Look out for the birds. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. So Maria, look out for any birds that you might see that it might be dad. Okay, or giving you a message. Valerie B would like a color reading. By the way, everybody, I'll get to a couple more, but we're already at an hour and Kim gets kind of tired, so I'm not going to be answering. No, and I do too. No. This is work. Kim has to go take a nap. No, I'm kidding.
I am only 39.
That's right.
Well, no, but then there's things that I have other things to do today.
You have
too.
things to do. Yes, I know.
But, I love doing this. But anyway,
I guess my thing was just, I'm sorry if it sounded weird. It wasn't meant to.
It's okay. So Valerie, I see green. It's a beautiful emerald green I see around you, almost like the Archangel Raphael color, beautiful. I also am seeing flowers around you, and I'm seeing it's funny, the flowers are coming in as pink, but that's okay. So it's interesting that I'm getting pink flowers in this beautiful green. It tells me, I'm wondering if you're a healer, Valerie, because I feel like this is the color of a healer for me. So, she is?
She is. She had a near-death. Susan and I interviewed her about her near-death experience.
Oh, okay.
And she's got the gifts, and she really she just got to get her confidence a little bit higher.
Oh yeah.
I get here. Your soul is vital, Valerie. You have soul vitality. Look at that. There's some pink in that flower that Kim saw, and lots of green. Yep.
I think she would have the capability to work directly with Raphael to do healing work. I think there's that strong connection.
That strong a bond. Right. Hopefully that helps you, Valerie. Somebody else here, I think, Joyce Wellman. Can she have a color reading, please?
Okay, Joyce, dear. Okay, I see light pink around you, Joyce. But I want to say, Joyce, that I feel like you give so much, but you're not getting enough back. Okay, Joyce, please, for yourself, take a little time to love yourself, know how important it is to love yourself and to receive, allow
Mhm.
yourself to receive love so that this pink, which I see now, I'm actually seeing pink and gold together, which is beautiful, really, really nice connection to spirit with her.
Mhm.
It's almost like she's self-sacrifice for spirit. But please allow yourself to receive.
Very nice. Thank
Mhm.
you, Lupita, for your donation. We appreciate it. Thank you so
Thank
much,
you.
dear. And for all those affirmations in the chat, we feel very happy that some of those things that we've told you um, resonated in some way for you. Um, and Susan Lynn likes your hat. Oh,
I made it.
yeah. Be careful. You might be having to make some. She already was told, maybe making hats. But, yeah. Thank you. Let's see. I think that's all the questions we had for today, I think. Let me double check here. Yeah, make sure you put your questions on my community page for next week. Also, if you are come to my Sunday show with Susan Lynn, it's her birthday Sunday, and we would love to see you all there. She's going to finally be 29, and so we're a little older than her, Kim, but not that much.
No, I know. I thought she was 39, but okay, did she tell you
Oh,
29?
well, no, she never told me, but it was
Oh,
what I intuited. Yeah, you
oh,
know
I
how
feel
we don't want to be 30 yet,
we got the
so
9 right.
we got the 9 right. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, MK, Karen, and everybody, Ron, all the moderators. Hi, Colleen. Sorry, we're on our way out the door here, but thank you so much. And I
Yes.
have to tell you, I have been thrilled that I found an internet that is working in my RV. That's where I am, and I'm just beyond happy. So thank you so much. Thanks, everybody.
Blessings. Blessings.
Blessings to
Bye,
you. Love you.
everybody. Have a good
Bye bye.
weekend. Be careful out
Yeah.
there.